Everybody, it is I, Miss Sophia the Diva. This is not going to be a full review, although it could turn into a full review. We'll see. So this episode opened up with a very provocative, for lack of a better word, scene with Ralph Angel and Miss Darla. Chocolate and vanilla swirling together, two bodies in the shower. And I was like, okay. And then Ralph Angel had to go check on Blue. I guess he thought maybe they were loud, like till the cops come knocking, okay, because they had to check in on little Blue. I do like that there is now becoming a family dynamic with with Darla and Ralph Angel, but I am a little concerned about Ralph Angel relationship with Darla, or just Darla in general. There's something about her. I mean, yes, she used to be a drug addict, but at the same time, I'm wondering if there's something more there, because she can be a little Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Two-Faced. So I don't know. There's something about Darla. I'll say that much. So it seems as though the relationship is going to be going well. However, there are other relationships that are falling apart throughout this episode. The ending, my God, for Queen Sugar tonight I was shocked. I was like a holographic wheel. Well, damn, Pops. But we'll get to that. I wonder how much they paid him to do the voiceover for that. Because I'm like, y'all could kill me off and I could just narrate, some part of the show. Come on now. But, so that's happening. Charlie is talking to Davis. As you know, Davis and her, the fairy tale is over, as she told Lena. She told Lena she better play ball with her last episode, and it doesn't look like Lena's going to play. But that's okay. Charlie is a businesswoman. She is the CEO. Well, the Lord is the head of her life. Amen. No. Davis is back in New York. He's getting ready to sign that deal. And Charlie is like, that is not going to happen. You need to come down here and check on your son. So he says he's coming. He does show up. They meet up at the High Yellow. Micah popping off at the mouth with his daddy, talking about he ain't got no respect for him, no love. And Davis like, wait a minute, I'm still your daddy, boy. You will respect me. And I'm like, in some respects, yeah, you are still his father. I do think it's inappropriate for Micah to be speaking to his parents in that way. But at the same time, I'm like, well, shit. I mean, I think I think he is kind of entitled to a period of grieving, but let's not let that grieving go too long before he don't need to get tightened up and snatched up, okay? So the the owner comes in to talk to him and tells him about how he wants to help him rebuild. He wants Davis to lead the way in helping rebuild the team, and he can get that fifth ring that he really, really wants. And so Davis is with it, and Charlie's like, do it for Micah. There is a tender moment between them because, I mean, let's be real, 18 years, that's her first love. I mean, there's gotta be something still there. Micah is silently watching on the sidelines. And so after they leave, either before the high yellow or whatever, but she did call Lena and told Lena, you gonna make me call my bluff. And Lena's like, you ain't gonna do no such thing. I was like, okay, heifer, you gonna get played and then you gonna be embarrassed. And Charlie basically told her that I did not come to play with you, little girl. This is chess, not checkers. So get it together. Calvin and Nova are working out, but I don't know if they gonna make it, because part of the problem with them is that, apparently but he works for New Orleans, but I guess they all kind of hang out in the same place as the cops and stuff. And so once they get together, there's going to be trouble. And especially with her name being mud in the police department for that article that she wrote up about how they were, basically hurting up people on trumped up charges in order to sustain their pay and survival. And so while they were out dancing and listening to some Zydeco, his little homeboy rolled up and it's like, this bitch, the one who did. I was like, oh, hell, sunshine, you done messed up, Nova. And so Next thing you know, Calvin is defending his woman's honor because he love him some Sunshine Honey, y'all. When I say Sunshine, aka Nova, aka Harlem Nights. Remember, Sunshine and Richie, honey. Queen, what did she call herself? Lady Heroine. That was funny to me. Charlie is bound and determined to get this sugarcane mill off the ground, come hell or high water. She is doing everything she can to raise the funds. She wants to beat the Boudreaux and the Landrys at their own game, and I cannot blame her for that. Should she have included her siblings? Yes, in the discussion, but it is very obvious that Ralph Angel sees his sister as someone who just sees it as a game to play, and that, this is my daddy's land. He didn't want it to go this way. This is how it should be. I'm curious now, given what we now know, what's going to happen with this land. Even though Ralph Angel has really come up and matured and that type of thing, I still don't think that he's ready to be responsible for a farm on his own. I don't know what to think about the whole dynamic between his sisters and him. And he felt betrayed. He felt like his efforts were thwarted, that he just was a young man whose opinion didn't matter, and he would always be viewed as baby brother. And in some respects, I get it, but at the same time, boy, them people killed your ancestors. Not just killed, they executed them on purpose. A deal was made, the land was bought, and then you gonna come try to take it by force and not by choice. You made an offer, they declined, and then you hang them. So your grandfather, whom you named after, was one of their victims. So I think it's very important for you to consider that you should maybe be open. And Darla kind of seemed to be the voice of reason. Remy told him, he probably feels betrayed by Remy by now. Remy told him, it's all set up. The community trust people. We all going to get together and we're going to listen to what Charlie has to say. And then he running out, and I thought Aunt Vi, who had been ear hustling the whole time, was going to say something, but she didn't. Instead, she was like, Ralph Angel, I ain't worried about what's going on there. What about Hollywood? That's when she finds out Hollywood, honey, done left you. And he told me to give you this. And it was them papers. Lyndon signed them papers. He is divorced. He is a free man. But Hollywood is in his feelings. Vi calls him to find out what's going on. He talking about he gonna be on the rig for 6 months. I'm just like, what? Seriously? Like, you're mad because you didn't even stay to see the whole scene. She was just dancing with the delivery man. She wasn't like trying to bump and grind and take him home. So he said that he gonna need some time. And Vi was like, well, I needed time at the time. Comment down below and let me know what you think. Do you think it is fair for Hollywood to be reacting the way that he is to Aunt Vi? In my opinion, no, because you lied. At the end of the day, you lied. You did not tell this woman that even though technically for all intents and purposes you have separated from your wife with your estranged wife with no intent to return, but you did not disclose the fact that you still belong to someone else. So what were you going to do? Marry her and then just be a, bigamist? Yeah. What the hell? So I think he's wrong. You should give her a little bit of time because she needed to go through what I call a grieving process. Because sometimes you have to process and rationalize. You mean you married? What? Who? Married who? You got a ring? The ring don't mean a thing. Remy is so caught up and in love with Charlie, but I think that the spell got broken when Davis called her. Because at first she was like, I guess this is when I say my place or yours, but I don't have a place. I'm like, Charlie, you out here homeless girl. No, but she's staying at her Aunt Vi's. So I was like, oh, Lisa, take me home. I was like, hey, and then record scratch is Davis trifling ass calling, talking about, won't you, girl, I need to know if it's real before I sign this deal. So they in the hotel room. She ends up leaving because she told Remy she could come by. Remy like, I don't want them sloppy seconds, basically. Because, I thought she was going to go and get with Davis one more time just to get him to sign that deal for the sake of her child. Because, she'll do anything for Micah. Davis realizes, and he says, I'm going to go sign with New York. I'm out. And plus, my son don't want me. This part right here, I didn't like either. I said, oh, so you going to take the coward's way out. No, you need to stand up and face it and be a man to your child. Okay? Talking about he needs to be with the family. No, the family is mom, dad, and son. uh Broken home, that would leave Charlie. And even if y'all are divorced, you being in the proximity of your son would be everything for him. Micah still needs his daddy. And honey, as long as he talking to Sister Kiki, he might come around, okay? But I thought that was a bit selfish, and I thought he was taking the coward's way out. I don't think that. I think that Davis, in some ways, is kind of looking. He wants Charlie, but at the same time, like he had been doing in the marriage, I think that he likes having one foot out the door and one foot in. But in the words of the great Beyonce, because I'm just calling this episode Lemonade. Uh, Davis, you better call Becky with the good hair. Charlie's upset. Charlie is very resourceful. She knows how to manipulate. She is the master puppeteer. She has told people that, yeah, I'm the CEO. And yes, you are, girl. Girl boss in the house. She goes to the strip club. And I said, cue the Beyonce 6 inches. She walked in the club like nobody's business. Goddamn, she murdered Felix and we were her witness. I said, she's stacking money from Mexico to the Gulf of Mexico. So she told Felix, here's what's going to happen. I know about all your hoes that you used to know from way before. Lena obviously don't care. But the police and everybody else, I didn't do them girls like I did Goldie. And he was like, I ain't get. She talking about, okay, let me tell you something. Here's what happened. You gonna tell New York you not signing, and you gonna sign with New Orleans, okay? And you gonna wire me $5 million. I said, well, goddamn, shit, how can I get $5 million? I just need 500,000 right now to get out of tax debt, student loan debt, and a couple credit cards. Come on now. Okay, it ain't quite that much, but I do need a new car, and I would like to buy a condo if I'm gonna stay here for a while. She played him very well. Touche, it is chess, not checkers, everybody. All the farmers are willing to sign with Charlie, by the way, which to me tells me that maybe Ralph Angel is wrong. But if he wants to do business with the border, what are they? The Boudreaux and the Landrys, let him, because he kind of, I don't know. Ralph Angel, I get it. He feels like he's fighting a war that isn't one, but okay. Charlie's resourceful. She did her due diligence. She found out about all of his thoughts and hoes, Felix's. It's all about strategy and execution. She gets a call from the Stingers owner. He lets her know that, hey, by the way, in addition to Felix, hey, we got Davis West too. Thank you, Charlie Borderline West. And she said, just call me Charlie Borderline. We're going to go with spin him as the gigolo, the bad boy. That's what we're going to go with. I said, oh, shit. So in addition to getting $5 million from Felix, which he did gladly wire to her because she was like, I know all about your endorsement deals. The owner said, well, you did as promised. I'm going to wire you $5 million. She said, make it 4, and then I want you to donate to this nonprofit called Swap, which is for, what is this, sex workers, something. Anyway, it's a nonprofit for them. I said, okay, come on through, trying to help out like she Amber Rose or somebody. Because I was like, Swap, Slut Walk. Charlie played it very well. Darla is moving in. She can't get above a chef. I'm like, y'all ain't got no step ladder. Ralph Angel with his sexy self gets it down, opens it up, and there is a letter addressed to him. It is a holographic will. It is what you would call a codicil. And Pops left all the property to him. Left the farm to him. He told him that he believed in him and that no matter what has happened in the past, you can do this. You got this. Build a life for you and Blue and your family. I'm like, so what that mean? Charlie that went out and got all this money. She and they closed out with her writing Queen Sugar. Is that gonna be the name of the meal, Queen Sugar? And I'm like, what does that mean for them? Now, I don't know. I'm like, well, he already in the hole because he owed his sister like $10 million. So he gonna have to pay that back, or will there be some sort of business deal where they are like, I don't know, silent partners because he need help with the farm. I don't know. Tell me what you all think is gonna come up next season, because I'm shocked. I mean, he wrote it right before he died, so that is the most up to date governing document. I think how many days have to pass? I could be wrong though, because I don't do that part of trust work. 180 days. You need to file the final tax document if the proper. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed anything. But this was my post-show review. Maybe I'll do a more formal review, or maybe I'll just edit this and throw this up on YouTube. I don't know. But that's all I've got. It's been real. I wish I'd had more people to discuss, but I know it's after 11 o'clock, and a lot of people are already in bed in my time zones that I normally fellowship with. But thank you to all who were just watching and did not comment. I saw Andrea. I saw Ray. I saw Ashanti. Did I see somebody else? That was it. So thank you guys for joining in. Y'all have a great night. Good night.